Large males of this species weigh more than some full-grown elephants. Is this for real? This is for real. Both the elephant seal and the Asian elephant have a maximum weight of 5.5 tons. As an adult, this animal's skin is typically black. What color is a newborn skin? As chimps grow older, their skin usually darkens, changing from a pinkish or reddish color when they are first born to black or dark brown. Did you get it right or wrong? A chimpanzee traveled into outer space before a human ever did. Is this for real? This is for real. In 1961, a chimp named Ham traveled into space in an American spaceship, a few months before Russian Yuri Gagarin took his historic flight. This animal doesn't chew its food. Is this for real? This is for real. A beluga whale has plenty of teeth, but it just swallows its food whole. This animal travels in packs with killer whales because they are great friends. Is this for real? This is not for real. Killer whales live up to their name and often prey on belugas, which makes them enemies, of course. River otters sometimes move into the dens of other animals. Is this for real? This is for real. What do these birds look for when they dive into the water? Fish, otters, enemies, seashells. Boobies plunge into the water in order to catch fish. These birds get bad headaches from all that pecking. Is this for real? This is not for real. Woodpeckers' skulls are extra sturdy to protect them from all the hammering. These birds store their food for the winter in holes they make in trees. What kind of food do they usually put in the holes? An acorn woodpecker usually puts acorns or other nuts into the holes it bores in its granary tree. A single tree might have up to 50,000 holes in it. Right or wrong? How did you do? Some species of this bird can pluck flying insects right out of the air. Is this for real? This is for real. This animal lives in the ocean. What's it called? Seahorse? Sea snake? Sea cucumber? Sea urchin? This is a sea snake. These creatures are related to what farm animals? Pigs, chickens, horses, lambs. Warthogs are a type of wild pig. These birds use their feet to slow down when coming in for a landing. Is this for real? This is for real. The black-browed albatross uses its enormous webbed feet as air brakes when landing. Some species of this creature weigh more than a person. Is this for real? This is for real. One species of clam, the Tridacna gigas, can weigh up to 500 pounds or more. That's more than I could handle eating, even at my favorite restaurant. This insect is very dangerous to humans. Is this for real? This is not for real. The praying mantis is harmless to humans. The praying mantis gets its name because it was used in ancient religious rituals. Is this for real? This is not for real. It's named because the position it sits in looks to some like praying. Because it's so big, this shark is a fast swimmer. Is this for real? This is not for real. The whale shark won't be breaking any speed records anytime soon. Sometimes they are so slow that they don't get out of the way in time and get in collisions with boats. Is it safe to pet this creature? No, it certainly isn't. The Portuguese man-of-war has tentacles that can deliver sharp, painful stings. Did you get it or not? What are the long, stringy parts of this animal called? String cheese, mini arms, tentacles, tabernacles. The Portuguese man-of-war has long tentacles, which it uses to sting and catch its prey. These animals are antelope, lions, hogs, hippos. The wildebeest is an antelope. This animal has its own holiday observed throughout the United States. Is this for real? This is for real. The groundhog is honored every February 2nd, when, according to tradition, it tells us whether winter will end soon or last a while longer. Groundhog Day is based on a traditional German belief that the badger determined winter's likely course. German immigrants in the U.S., lacking a ready supply of badgers, substituted the groundhog. This animal is a vegetarian. Is this for real? This is not for real. The wolverine eats just about anything it can find, including caribou, beavers, porcupines, birds, squirrels, eggs, and berries. This is the world's longest worm. Is this for real? This is not for real. The plumed worm can grow more than 10 inches, but some worms can grow to be longer than 100 feet. That's a third the length of a football field. Why does this bird dive underwater? To cool off, to hide from enemies, to play with fish, to find food. The dipper dives underwater to find food like insects, insect larvae, and the occasional small fish. This dipper can walk underwater. Is this for real? This is for real. This little songbird can walk underwater, even in rushing waters. These creatures are sea snakes, ovenbirds, monitor lizards, salamanders. These guys are monitor lizards. These creatures are called monitor lizards. Which of these is not a definition of monitor? A computer screen, to watch closely, a large fork, a classroom helper. All of these are definitions of the word monitor, except a large fork. These fish can only live in fresh water, which means they could never live in a ocean, lake, pond, river. The world's 4 oceans are all saltwater, which means you wouldn't find any cichlid fish in them. Because of its large, distinctive bill, this bird is called a paddlebill, shoebill, hambill, arrowbill. This is a shoebill. What are these birds usually called? Pigeons, penguins, turkeys, seagulls. Although they're usually called seagulls, none of the 50 species in this group actually have this as a proper name. These picky eaters won't eat from the garbage, even if it means starving to death. Is this for real? This is not for real. Gulls are skilled scavengers. One man's garbage can be one gull's treasure. These birds are very social. Is this for real? This is for real. Gulls like lots of company. Gulls tend to return to the same nesting site year after year. Female birds of this species are red and white, while males are black and white. Is this for real? This is not for real. Both male and female thick-billed murres are black and white. Some of these tiny insects can bite through leather. Is this for real? This is for real. Soldier ants have strong jaws and a fierce bite to protect the leafcutter ant colony from enemies. The larger fish seen here will grow to be 7 feet long. Is this for real? This is not for real. The sargassum fish is much smaller, with a maximum size of about 6 inches. This snake fiercely attacks humans by flying onto them and delivering a venomous bite. Is this for real? This is not for real. Flying snakes will bite humans from time to time, but their bites are not considered harmful. How does this snake manage to fly? By extending its wings, by hitching a ride with a bird, by using its strong head, by flattening its body. A flying snake is able to flatten its body and turn into a parachuting glider to fly from tree to tree. These animals can run as fast as some cars on the freeway. Is this for real? This is for real. Springbok can run up to 55 miles per hour. These animals have no predators. Is this for real? This is not for real. Springbok antelope have many predators, including cheetahs, who can outrun them. This creature is a mammal. Is this for real? This is for real. Even though dolphins spend their whole lives in water like fish, they are mammals like you and me. This is a baby tree alligator. Is this for real? This is not for real. This is a lizard called a leaf-tailed gecko with a great camouflage technique. This creature is able to lick and clean its eyes with its tongue. Is this for real? This is for real. Many different types of geckos can lick their own eyes. Ew! Although this large fish is a fierce hunter, it has no teeth. Is this for real? This is not for real. Barracudas have large knife-like teeth. These creatures are spiders. Is this for real? This is not for real. Spiders and scorpions, as well as many other creepy crawlers, belong to a group called arachnids. But scorpions are not spiders. These creatures have bodies that are mostly clear enough to see through. What is the word for something clear enough to see through? Opaque, non-blocko, transparent, silvery. These sea angels have bodies that are mostly transparent. Animals like this one make their homes in caves, trees, nests of twigs and mud, underground burrows. Wombats make their homes in underground burrows that can be up to 100 feet long. This creature has a pouch. Is this for real? This is for real. Wombats have pouches, just like koalas and kangaroos.